Good morning, Roger. How are you, sir?
I'm good, Patrick. How are you?
Oh, man, if I was any better, as they say, I would be two people. Welcome. And we got a few people in the gallery. Good morning, as always, to our looky loos. And for anybody watching this after the fact, we hope you are enjoying now we're on parity. I made it. We made it to session number 9, which is the exact same number of the first time we played through this. So we're at least on par with that. So if you've not watched this one or that one, please take a moment, stop this video, go back and start from the beginning. At least you'll have some context. But session 9 brings us here as I open up our calendar to the turn 25 or May 24th segment of the Vicksburg campaign. So we will have a strategic segment here at the end of this turn. And things are looking dour, I guess, if I'm pulling out my Roget's thesaurus. Dim, dour, not great for me as the Confederates, but hope is still out there. I've got a few possibilities. I have struggled mightily the last two turns with paralysis, and Roger has capitalized on those by capturing Warrenton in the last turn. So setting up a new base of operations there on the Mississippi. Grant and Sherman have a new place to write their orders out, and things are coalescing around the Vicksburg suburbs, I guess. You've been out there, so you know how far the suburbs go to Vicksburg. I have to be very, very careful this turn. I've got a lot of potential maneuvering I need to do, but initiatives are going to be absolutely key for me, and thankfully there's no paralysis on this turn. So I at least have a chance, and I'm hoping the dice will smile upon me today, as they did not in the previous. But I will hand it over here to Roger to say a few things this morning, and then we will move on to our corrections. So good morning, sir.
Yeah, I think initiatives this today will be very important. Our random event was delay unit entry. Is that correct? That
Right.
was
Yeah.
our
Pushed one of
okay.
Breckinridge's brigades back.
I mean, if I can get some initiatives and get some movement towards Vicksburg, I think that puts you in a box. If you can get the initiatives instead, and you can get these forts populated with some troops, then it becomes a little more dicier. And I've got some big decisions to make regarding do I just go for the siege? Do I try to break through, et cetera, et cetera? But yeah, this should be a very interesting session today with the strategic cycle and the tore through.
And I went back and reviewed not only the Army of Relief stuff, which, that's still way off on the horizon. Obviously, this strategic segment and the next one will be critical to that. But even if I can approach the big black and threaten, if I can, as Abe Lincoln said, long endure for another 5 turns, even besieged. I did look at the besiege rules just so I would be familiar with them as well, and what you need to do to maintain that. And also, I noticed that little tidbit about how it hastens the end of turn with all doubles.
Yeah,
Potentially ending the turn, obviously not for the first 5 turns of the siege, but beyond that, that can really pick up the pace. So if you're trying to set things up and degrade the forts and attack them and coalesce and all that stuff, I think the tempo will certainly pick up in my favor. And maybe, I don't know. Well, I think we're entering a whole new part. I saw the discussion out there online about people saying, well, gosh, in their experience, the Confederates always win this one and the Union has a hard time. And you and I are finding that's not necessarily so. So I've heard equal parts between players saying that, nah, the Union's just a juggernaut, man. They go right there, lay them to siege, and it's over by turn 35 or 40. Yeah, your experiences, I would love to hear those down there. If you've played this, that's what the comments section's for down there. We love to foster discussion, and especially as we approach the end game here, we would certainly like to know your experiences on this. But we will pivot over into corrections here. I have two. Thank you. We had some discussion off. I cut it out of the video last time, and it was regarding Taylor and the priority chart when he was attacked and moved up here. And I put him with a bear. Mark had suggested, "Oh no, you can override that." And then Roger, after the fact, then said, "Oh no, surrender is different from just a really bad priority. Unfortunate degradation. So in that case, I wasn't trapped. I certainly had avenues to go. So Taylor did, in fact, have to go to priority 3 there when he went to A-Bear, and or by not going to A-Bear rather and going into 3011, that would have been another manpower loss because there's no road there. So he just evaporated his last manpower, and I have given Roger another VP. So I currently have our VP standing is I have 26 losses and you have 21. So hopefully our Excel spreadsheets are in sync now. I had put that on ours that I showed at the end of last video, so that's why there was a difference between what you saw on the screen and the Excel spreadsheet. But does that jibe with yours?
It does, yeah. It does now, yeah. I added
Perfect.
that one to mine, so
Perfect. And the other thing that was somebody had pointed out that when I had merged one of the regiments into Cockrell, at that time the regiment was exhausted. Cockrell was not. Cockrell should have gone exhausted. That's absolutely true. Luckily, I only moved him, I think, just one fatigue, so he has fully recovered. That was not any impediment on the game. And Roger, what big discovery did you have regarding your logistical nightmare?
well, now that I've captured Warrenton, I can build a depot there, so my wagons aren't necessary. And we discussed. I didn't really ever look up how wagon trains can be removed, but I can remove, or if the Union player can remove them at the start of any recovery phase, and they can just be removed, regardless of their location, or
Poof.
at the end of the supply status segment or strategic cycle. Since I don't need them anymore, and they're nothing more than targets, and we had a discussion offline, and you said, yeah, go ahead and you feel free to take them off. I am going to take them off map at the moment. So send them back to HQ.
Yes, those mules can be better utilized.
It's interesting that you don't have to like get them back somewhere. So that makes my having to defend them problem now goes away. Now it's a question of getting these guys.
Right, you
So,
can focus completely.
yeah, focus completely on just getting guys up to Vicksburg.
All right, well, those were the only corrections, and as always, thank you to everyone who was so earnest in pointing out those little oops, gotchas, and foibles. So thank you. We strive to play it clean, and with your help, we're getting there. So I think we're ready to move on into, unless you had any final thoughts for the opening gambits here.
No, no, not for
I know
me.
what you got to do, and you know what I'm hoping to do. So that I think that's pretty easy. All right. Well, then, looking at that, let's go through all this. Our sequence of play. We've done the random events that had no impact on this one. So leader transfers. You get to do yours first.
Okay, I think I'll leave Sherman. I'll move Grant. Wow, this so much is going to depend on what you are able to do with your initiatives, or the best places for him. I want to centralize him at McClelland, and I want to bring McPherson down to Crocker, who's under sub 5. That's it for me.
Okay. Yeah, I stared at this one a bit this morning, so I think I know what I want to do. First, I'm going to move Bowen, and he can just get to green here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yes, he's 9 miles from green, so he'll go down there. That leaves Cockrell there. He's got enough tactical. And then I'm going to bring Loring back to Buford just to get some of that. And I'm going to bring Smith. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yes, he is 9 miles from Baldwin, so I will move him to Baldwin. And I think those are the big 3 that I had. So next we have attachments. Any attachments?
Yeah, I do have several actually. I'm going to attach. Where I just put McPherson, I've got sub 5. This is going to attach into Crocker. 2 more manpower for him. And then I'm going to attach sub 1 to Dennis. And I was hoping to get more subs, I think, set up, but I wasn't able to do that last turn. But that gives me some more options here going forward. That's it for me.
Okay. I'm going to take sub 5 and roll him into A.W. Reynolds, who will become exhausted, so I'll flip him first. So I think that is the only one I have. So we're ready to move on. Would you like
Yep.
to give us our first initiative for the day? As I wish you good luck.
Sure. Good luck to you. Here we go. Slow ties.
That's yours.
Union. Okay. We'll try Lawman. That's how you pronounce his name. Here's his movement. It's 4. One, 2. Initiative. That's yours.
I'll have A.W. Reynolds march. He will need an extended march. Here's his movement +1. 4. So he'll go 1, 2, 3. I do have 1 left. It will, if I attack, it would be a column of route, so it'd come down to a 0. Before you make that decision, let me do his extended march because I forgot it. Okay, so all right.
I'll still
Yeah,
stand.
there you go. There you go. All right. Man, I'm thinking good thoughts for the die roller today. All right. All right. Initiative. He will stay. It's mine again. All right. I will have Cockerel March. Here is his movement +1. 3. 1, 2, and 3. Presuming you'd like to stay.
This will stand.
Initiative. That's yours.
Well, McPherson activate Crocker. Here's his movement. 4. So go 1, 2 to there. And he'll stop because that would be a hasty attack on Reynolds. Initiative. It's mine. So we'll take McPherson, or Crocker, I'm sorry, to fatigue 2. He'll make an assault attempt on A.W. Reynolds. So this is low, so it's +1. 4. He's a 5, so it does come off. So what I see is the type is a +1. Tactical is a +1. Ratio is now a +1. I see I've got 5 hexes covered, but 1 hex comes off. This hex here.
Mm-hmm.
For a flank of a +1. But you do have a potential die roll for artillery.
Yes. On even, the artillery is used. It's used.
So the artillery is going to be a -1, so it's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4 up and 1 down for a final of a +3.
+3.
Here we go. +3 attack. Oh, it's 4.
Okay. Here's defense. Yeah. It's, 2. So get it by 2. Nothing on me. Anything for you?
Nope, just a DA for me.
All right. So they have to go 1 away. That's required. Now I can go over to chart 2 and go up to 3 more. So I'm going to go 1, 2, and 3 to there.
And they will advance to Antioch Baptist Church. Initiative. That's yours.
Okay. I'll have Cockerel march to 2. Here's his movement +1. 5.
The 4th Iowa will stand.
1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 to there. Initiative. That's yours.
We'll have McClellan will activate A.J. Smith and Hovey. Here's their movement. 4, right? 1. They'll go with him. 2, 3, 4. A.J. Smith will follow along behind. Like the good soldier he is. Initiative. That's mine. Take them both. Here's their movement. 5. No, 6 with the +1. So 1, 2, 3. They'll stop there. 1, 2, 3. That's mine. So you have a fort. I meant to look this up before we got started today, and I forgot. I think your intrinsic value is 2 and 2.
2 and 2, I believe.
I think I better take the shot. So we'll take Hovey Fatigue 3 with McClelland, and here's his attempt +1. No.
This is McClelland you put in charge of this.
Yeah.
Just so I'm aware. Okay.
The fight at Antioch Baptist Church, I went back and forth, and one of the things that chose McPherson over McClelland was the fact that Hovey was an 8, which put me at that higher level.
Oh, yeah.
So that's why I chose to go with. And I was hoping you wouldn't get the artillery, which you did. And I wanted those +4 artillery up here at the fort battle. So anyway, initiative. That's mine. Well, I could have brought AJ Smith up. Well, I don't see any reason not to try that again. 3, that does come off. So type is +1. Ratio is +1. And that's it. For a final +2. So here we go. +2. It's a 4.
Come on, defense. Here's defense. It's 4.
Oh. So Hovey is done for the day. And he's going to lose a manpower, I think. Yep, 1D. Well.
And 4 and 8. Just D's out.
Which he already was. Initiative. And it's your initiative.
Well, I hate to do it, but I think I need this out here first. So, Shoop will go to 1. He will come out of his entrenchments, and he will march 3, and he'll go 1 and 2 to there. Initiative. It's mine. I'll have Vaughn march. And he will come out of his entrenchments. Here's his movement. 6. Go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, I'll stay there. Initiative. That's yours.
I'll have Steel March. He goes 4. So he'll go 1, 2, 3. He'll go 4 to there. Initiative. That's yours.
Okay. I'll have Smith march. He will march Baldwin. Here's movement +2. 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8 to there. Initiative. That's mine. Have Smith activate Baldwin and Vaughn. So they each get fatigue. Here's movement +2. That's figured. Alright, well, Vaughn's going to go 1, 2 to there. Smith's going to go 1 to there. 3. He does not have enough. So wait, 1, 2. Yeah, that's fine. Initiative. That's yours.
Activate Ewing for movement. Here's this movement. It's 2. He's going to go 1, 2 to there. Initiative. It's yours.
I'll have the 1st Mississippi March. Here's movement. 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 to there. Initiative. That's yours.
Sherman's going to activate Blair, Tuttle, and Steele. Here's their movement. Some of the changes what I was going to do. It's going to do one thing, now I'm going to do something completely different, I guess. Yeah, we'll do something completely different. Sherman will transfer to Tuttle. They'll go first. 1, 2, 3, 4. He doesn't have enough to move into Ewing's as hex. He'll go 1, 2, 3, 4. Blair's just going to go 1 to there. Initiative, that's mine. Sherman will activate Ewing. Tuttle. Here's their movement. 6 again. Wow, Sherman suddenly is on fire here.
Yes, they are.
It's for Sherman to Ewing. They'll go 1 to there. They have enough to make a prepared attack on the 2 cav forces.
Yeah, I will cav retreat. Here is the roll. They're just a straight. No modifier. And you will lose 2. They'll go 1 away, 2 away, 3 away, 4 away, and then 5 and 6.
So I moved 2. So that took me to 5. I lost 2, so I have 3 remaining.
Mm-hmm.
They're going to go this way. 1, 2, 3. Tuttle can go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 to there. Did I do that right?
Yeah, with those 6s, man, you got a lot of leverage.
Okay, initiative. That's mine again. Well, we'll activate Tuttle. Here's his movement. 4. Sherman will transfer to him. Here's his extend. He's okay. He'll go 1 and 2. He has 2 movement points remaining. So it'd be a hasty attack on the 2 cav forces.
Well, I guess we're running away again. So we'll take another that. And here is, now it's a -2, because they're a total of 1. There you go. So 4, you lose 2 more.
Well, he's done.
Okay, so I gotta go. So 1 away. 2 away. 3 away. And priority 3 is...
And you're not losing manpower that way because it's a cav retreat.
Yes, I see what you're saying. Okay, yeah, because that would be... Right. Okay. Well, there you go.
So that didn't do me any favors, actually. Other than I was hoping to get a manpower loss, which I didn't get. Initiative, that's yours.
Okay. Let's pull A Bear back. So A Bear will go to 1, loses entrenchments. Here's the movement. 7. 1, 2, 3. 4. 5 to there. Initiative. It's mine. Alright. Stevenson will activate these 2 over here. Here's movement, +2. 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 6 to Bovina. Barton, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Initiative. That's yours.
Activate Ewing. Here's his extend. And I'm still got my bonus, right? So no effect. So 1, 2, 3. I'll stop there. Initiative, that's mine. Take Blair. He goes 2. 1, 2. Initiative, yours.
I'll have Tracy and Barton go to 2. Movement +2. 7. I'll just go straight down the road. 1, 2, 3, 4 to there. Barton will 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 to there. Initiative. That's mine. Bowen march green. Here's movement +2. 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Initiative. Loring will activate Buford. Here's movement +2. 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 to there. Initiative. Mine. Bowen will activate green again. He will have an extend march this time. Movement +2. 7. Extend march. Damn it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Initiative. Mine. Getting all the 1/6s. Buford, or Loring activates all 3 of his brigades. Movement +2. Fantastic. Buford Featherstone, since there's 2 each, they'll move as a stack. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Tillman, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8 to there. Initiative. That's yours.
3rd Illinois. Go 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 to there. Initiative, that's yours.
I'll have Loring activate all 3 again. There's movement +2. 8. Go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. And one of them gets an extend. Buford's extend. He's okay. And Tillman, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8 to there. Initiative. Mine. I'll take green to 3. Don't like it, but I gotta get him over that river. Movement +2. 4. Here's extend +1. He's okay. 6. He's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 to there. Initiative. That's yours.
Take Blair. There's his movement. He gets 6 points. Here's his EM straight up. He's okay. He's going to go 1, 2, 3, 6 to there. Initiative, it's mine. Take the 4th Iowa. Well, that's not what I wanted to have happen.
I know where the mules went.
1, 2 to there. Initiative. That's yours. High ties.
I will have Stevenson activate Tracy and Barton. I'll go to 3 each. Here's their movement +2. That's good movement. Alright, take them one at a time. Tracy will go first by himself. Here's extended march. It's okay. Go 1, 2, 3, 4 to there. And then Barton's extend. He's okay. 1, 2, 3, and 4 to there. Initiative. That's yours.
Activate steel. Or here's his EM straight up. Oh, he's going to flip. 4 to there. Initiative. That's yours.
This is one of those little moments where I really want to be aggressive, but I'll have to weigh the positives and negatives here on will it get me anything. That might do that to get you out of the way. First, let's do this. I'll bring a bear. A bear will go to 2. Here's his movement. 4. 1, 2, 3 to there. Initiative. Nope, that's yours.
I'll activate Blair for movement. It's 4. Here's his extend. He's going to flip. He'll go 1 to there. Initiative. That's yours.
I will have sub 2 march. Here's his movement. Oh, and comes out of his entrenchments. Here's movement. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Roads are terrible is all I can say.
And yeah, I guess I will do 3, 4 to there. Let me do initiative. That's yours.
I'll take MacArthur. He loses his entrenchments. Here's his movement. 1, 2. Initiative. That's yours.
We'll have Smith activate Baldwin. Here's movement +2. 6. Here's extended march. He's okay. What would 3rd Illinois like to do?
Yeah, we'll get out of there. I think you lose nothing, right?
1, 1.5. Yeah. Oh, you were 1. So yeah, right.
Yeah,
Nothing. Yep. Okay.
So 1, 2, 3, 4. McPherson.
Okay. Let's go 1 hex to there. Yeah. Do 1 hex to there. Initiative. Possible end of turn. So would you like to roll it? We have no modifier.
Just a straight up 1 ends it?
Yep. Oh, close.
Oh, close, but no sword. So I guess that's my net. MacArthur again. He goes 2 more hexes. 1, 2. Initiative. That's yours.
Let's look around. If there's anybody still far afield? I don't think so. Could bring someone, but he's in there. Texas is there. reticent to do any other movement to open things up, but I really need... I'll move sub 2. Sub 2 will go. Very nice. Okay. So he does not need an extend. Here's 1, 2, and 4 more to there. Initiative. That's yours.
I'll bring up, I got a bunch, I guess, movements down here to the south. I'll take Dennis. Just going to cross the river. Initiative. That's mine. Take Carr. It's going to go 1, 2, and I think you can probably get up there faster by river, so 3. Initiative, that's mine. I'll take Carr again. 1 and 2 to Grand Gulf. Initiative, that's yours.
I think I'm going to pass.
Okay. Sub 3. Fastest way is to get him up anywhere. Probably go by the bridge, I guess. 1, 2, 3, 4. Roll your initiative if you want it.
Pass.
Take sub 3 again. 5. 2, 3, 4, and 5. Initiative. That's mine. Bring up the 2nd Illinois Cav. 5. 2, 3, 4, 5. Initiative. Yours if you want it.
Go ahead.
2nd Illinois again. 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I think I need to reread something. Yeah, has to be infantry. Okay. Well, poo.
That's my line.
Damn that. So that was 7, 8, 9, 10 to Ewing. Initiative. Possible into turn. No, close though. Take Osterhus. Here's his movement. 6, which is what it takes to get out of Los. Initiative. Mine. Take Osterhus again. Fast for him to travel by boat as well. 3. Initiative. That's yours if you want it.
Go ahead.
I'll take sub 2. He's going to lose his entrenchments. He's going to travel by water, 1 unit up to Warrentown. That's all right. He's not going anywhere. Initiative. That's fine. Somebody who is going somewhere, though, is going to be Mr. Logan. One, 2, 3 to there. Initiative. That's yours if you want it.
Go ahead.
I'll take sub 6. He loses his entrenchments. There's his movement. Ah, come on. There. Initiative. See him pass.
Go ahead.
3. Didn't get enough to Osterhus. Come on. Initiative. It's mine. I'll also take sub 6 again. Here's his movement. And his EM. Ooh, he's okay. He's just going to go 1 and 2 to there. Initiative. It's mine. Let me zoom out. I think I've moved everybody, didn't I? Did I leave somebody behind anywhere? I think I'll let people recover that need to recover.
Yeah, this was the turn where we both force each other. Everyone out of your entrenchments. No more entrenchments.
I don't see any reason to force people to flip. I'm going to pass, Patrick. So it's your call to pass.
I will pass as well, because if you're not going to engage the siege here, then I'm not going to try to force you out. So we have ended the turn. I'm hitting the Sunshine Recover. So let everyone take a moment to breathe and recover. I will say on that one, Mark and I were just talking offline about it, that I had 2 mental successes on that one. At first, I was like, I think you and I were both very stressed. It was very tense back and forth because the initiatives were like constantly trying to, I need to do this. Oh, I didn't get the next one. And you were rolling early on some 6s. I mean, everybody was just moving and hustling. But I was getting some too, so I can't complain about that. I managed to accomplish the 2 things I wanted. One was to hopefully prevent you from getting into siege on this turn, and also for getting the bulk of the river, or the units, back across the river. So I'm coalescing a little bit. Rally on Vicksburg. That's your rally point, boys. So I'm happy with what happened there for that turn. But whew, it's getting tense, man.
Yeah, I mean, this was hard. I mean, I know people when they see it aren't going to. And one is we had several rules discussions because we are now getting into the possible siege, but also I know I had a lot of pausing even in the middle of a move. It'd be like, okay, I've got to make a decision. Which hex do I go? And probably what, a minute or two. Okay, I'll
Sure.
move 1 hex this way. And then the next roll I got completely changed my mind as to what I was going to try to do. And then it kind of worked until the next roll. And then it was like, 1 pip too short to do what I needed to do. And this Los attacking on the march is almost impossible.
Almost impossible. And conversely, when you roll like that one time with Sherman and you got a 7 for everybody, and you're just thinking, oh well, I focused on doing this, but now I could better execute it by doing it this totally other way because I have 7 movement points. That gets me a lot too. It's easy when I'm in this situation where I'm responding to you, and I need the 6s to just get everybody over there. So I'm compelled to do one thing very specifically. But you are provided with an option like that. That's, yeah, I get it.
And then I didn't activate steel because I didn't want to burn everybody with a low number, because that's kind of what I was expecting to get, and that's all I needed for what I was trying to do. And then like, oh crap, now steel's left behind, bringing up the rear because he wasn't activated, because he rolls a 1 and then I think he rolled a 2.
All right, we are ready.
Recovery's been done. Okay.
Recovery's done. We are ready now for our. We'll go through the strategic cycle.
Strategic segment. Okay, so it's strategic segment.
I'll let you roll your event here. Well, the event, and let's see what it is.
So we're on this table here. Okay, so it's 2 dice. It's an 8, which is Union Extended March or Variable Reinforcement. So now I think we're in the variable reinforcement star.
Yep.
So what does that say? Either player rolls a die. If the result is even, the Union player receives a variable. If the result is odd, the Confederate player. Okay. You want me to roll the die for that?
Sure, go ahead.
Or do you want to?
No, go ahead.
It's an even, which is...
the rich get richer.
I get the Marine Infantry Brigade first.
Duh. I don't like the sound of that.
Oh, wow. Yeah. This is a huge help. He's 1 manpower.
When you did that, I was like, oh my god, he's a 5.
No.
He's a 1. Okay.
Variable reinforcements are 1, 1, 1, 2, and then Grover is, he's a special reinforcement, whatever that means. Okay.
Get on the ferries, boys. We're going to invade.
So that's a good result for me. I mean, anything that wasn't advancing the...
Well, no, it's a great result for me because you're not getting the EM bonus anymore.
Well, yeah, I mean, the EM bonus would be nice, but I wasn't going to get that now because it's no longer available.
Hooray. Okay. Let's see. Our next step is the Union Depot. What would you like to do with Warrenton?
Let's see. I think. Let me make sure I'm not limited. I can have 2, right?
I think you.
So yeah, I'll get a depot in Warrentown. So let's come down here to Grand Gulf. Comes in automatically supplied. I don't have to do the whole
Yeah, no. You're good.
build, complete stuff. Okay, excellent.
All right. That means then your supply status segment says that everyone in Warren County is in supply. And I believe
Yep.
every one of yours is either in Claiborne or Warren with Depot, so
Yep.
you're good.
Yep.
All right.
Supplied.
Vicksburg Fort Degradation segment.
Well, you're not under siege, as we determined.
Okay,
So
good. So we'll skip that. Vicksburg Garrison Demoralization. Also not under siege, right? That's a factor on that one?
yep, Vicksburg's not besieged.
Okay. Manpower Adjustment. You are first.
Oh, I don't want to do this. Let's leave this till next week. Okay, so I'm rolling a single die, right? Yep.
Yep.
Vicksburg's not besieged. Lost combat is 10 to 19. No, I'm up to 20 manpower losses
You
now.
are
So I get a
at
plus 2.
22. Yep.
Yep, I get a plus 2. So plus 2 on 1 die is a 4, which is I lose 2 manpower value. Well, sir, I'm just going to eliminate sub 6.
That's what you get for not crossing the river faster. Then mine is 20, so I get a plus 2 to my die roll.
So you're gonna gain manpower.
I hope so. Yes, I'll at least get 1. So here's my roll. Ooh, there.
8 is
All right.
3.
Everyone conscripts. All right, we get 3 manpower value, and I know my brigades cannot go larger than 6, so that is very helpful. All right, so let's put some into 2 into Baldwin.
Yep.
So I will put 1 into Tracy. Get him a 3. So 3, that's 3. Okay.
Where was Tracy at?
He's under Pemberton and Stevenson.
Okay, gotcha.
And so that's my 3. All right. Let's go with Army of Relief segment. Ooh, very vitally important one. So I think it's a +1 because Jackson still exists, but a -1 because we're still in turn 25. I think it's just a net 0 on my roll. Net 0. So this is 50-50. I need a 4, 5, or 6 to advance the box by 1. Here we go. It's a 4. So that is going to be... We are released to approach up to the Big Black River now.
Oh, okay.
Game just got really interesting. And then you have the Army of Maneuver, but I'm not under besiege yet, so I don't believe that is a factor yet. Double check that.
Yeah, Vicksburg is besieged and it's not. But your Army of Relief marker does occupy box 4 or 5. I have to have both. It has to be besieged and it has to have the Army of Relief box 4 or 5. So
Okay, then we will skip that. And then I've already done the reorganization with Walker, so we can skip that. Vicksburg does not surrender because it's not under besiege.
you could just voluntarily surrender.
No, man. Turn track is already advanced. You don't have any pontoon bridges, and so turn marker is good. And I think this is a perfect place for us to stop today. We're almost at an hour 45, so I've got some other things I need to do. I will get this all cleaned up. So yeah. Let's do our random event for the next turn.
Let's do that since I did the strategic cycle.
Sure. Okay. So our random event is, and we're still in May. Here we go. It's a 7, so Union Intelligence. You get the first move and all the tie breaks. That's not good. But I guess you probably have been interviewing all the locals now that you're right outside of Vicksburg. We only did 1 turn, so do you have any other additional thoughts that you want to think about this or expound upon for next turn?
Not particularly. I mean, if you get your army gets released, and you're gonna start head towards Big Black, which means I guess you can set yourselves up at all these ferries right through Negro Quarters, Big Black Bridge, Hooker's Ferry. You'll just be sitting there waiting to charge across.
And luckily, some of them can come on railroad right from Raymond, so I get at least Gist and Greg can get.
Oh yeah, probably yeah. You can do that. Yeah, so I may have to move pretty quick here. May have to take some big chances because things could go pretty badly pretty fast. So yeah, interesting game.
Well, I think this one, by you opting not to put Vicksburg into siege on this turn, that gave me
Probably
just.
was a mistake.
Well,
Probably was a mistake.
I don't know. I mean, it certainly gave me some breathing room, which I appreciate, and it keeps our viewers riveted on the edge of their seats.
Something to talk about.
Yes, yes, that's right. Any thoughts from the gallery out there? Any comments on everything that's transpired in this turn or up to this point that, without giving too many indications on where you think things are going?
Well, I mean, great recovery, Patrick. I'd say, because the attack on the fort didn't go well for Roger, because I think it was his best shot was to get a fort destroyed before you can get in there, and that didn't happen. So, in with your great movement, I mean, it certainly is looking more positive for you after, as I was commenting in the comments last week, that the residents of Vicksburg were fleeing. Maybe they're not so concerned now, but it's still very tight. But yeah, I think the attack didn't go off on the fort. Yeah, that was a hurt one. That hurt Roger.
And I think he's compelled now to address the forts directly, just to kind of keep the units from digging in, because as you all have pointed out, if at least one of them entrenches to breastworks, and then I've got 5 in there, then all subsequent attacks on the forts directly are negated. And then it just becomes a game of, all right, you got to put them into siege and then address the individual line of communication blocks, I guess.
Yeah, it's going to be a choice. I think Roger's got a choice of what he's going to do here, right? So it'll be interesting.
I'm hoping that the no more EM bonus will finally start to, because he's got to move a lot of stuff and a lot of moving pieces, and that's 3 fatigues. When you get to that third one, now you're risking the chance of really getting stuck with that Union penalty. This is really good today. I mean, I needed a breather, and I was so elated that we got as far as we did in the first campaign, and it was just not a knockout blow this time. So yeah, when Grant failed to knock Fournay out of there, I was pleased, to be sure, for them to be demoralized and just holding that fort. So that proved why forts are just invaluable in any game, just having that extra intrinsic artillery value. We will leave it here. Thanks to everybody who is watching live or watching after the fact. So we really appreciate that. Take a moment, please. Click the like button if you're enjoying it. We're averaging about 25 likes over the course of the first week. So if we could bump that up, that'd be really awesome. Because we've already succeeded in getting the viewership up from about a 15-minute average to 20 minutes. We hit that magic 20-minute average. That was my next little milestone. So thank you everybody who's watching it. We're glad you're enjoying it. The peepers are continuing. Roger, I hope you have a great week, sir. And I can't wait to see where this is going for session 10.
Yeah, I can't either. Should be tight.
It will be tight. It's getting very, very tense. So you have a great week, sir, and I look forward to next time.
Okay, bye.